Woohoo! I know that's what you're saying to yourself right now because your teacher just told you that you're going to learn all about Columbine's new digital planner. That's what we're doing right here in this video. That's right. Columbine has entered the digital age with planners. And so I'm going to teach you all about how to use it and kind of all the cool features of it. So, Harry, I see you there in the third row, back of the class, not looking like you're paying attention. Shape up. Actually, I really don't see you at all. It's a video. Can't see anything in a video. So, hopefully you're paying attention though, and that goes for everybody, not just Harry. Anyways, you got to go get the app first of all, and that's going to be in the student folder, the student app, in my resources. And what you're looking for is the Columbine MS Planner, which I've already installed on this iPad. And it looks like this. So if I click on it, it's going to ask you to log in. You want to log in with existing account. And then your account that you use is going to be your student account. Now, I've already actually logged in once before with this student that I'm using, so it's actually giving me this more information required section. So I'm just going to hit next. You will have to actually go put in your first.last.2028 or whatever you are at student.mcsd.org and your password. Since I've already actually logged in, I'm looking a little different here. I just got to re-enter the password and then we'll be in momentarily. And I'll stay signed in. I'll hit cancel. And now I'm in the app. And so what I'd like you to do is pause this video and do everything I had you do, download the app, get yourself logged in, and then we'll watch the next portion of this video where I will kind of give you a tour of some of the different things in the app. So pause the video now and you'll see me here in just a second. So let me give you a tour of the app, and I'm not going to go through every single thing in this part of the video because some of the stuff I need to go into in more depth. But basically, this is your digital planner app once you sign in, and you have access to a whole bunch of different things. So if I click on news here, it syncs with the school website. So if there's something that gets put into the school website, like a parent accountability meeting right here, then that'll show up in your news feed. Also, if your teacher sends you something, it will also show up in your news feed. And you can also click on stuff and get more details about it. For instance, if I click on the Parent Accountability Committee, see there it gives me more stuff. So I'm going to hit back, and I'm going to hit back again. Events is kind of like the news feed, only it just gives you a calendar, and if there's a dot next to a number, then that means that there's something there. So if I was to click on the 24th, there's no school Thanksgiving break. And I could also click on that and get more details. So I'm going back. The directory lets you take a look at every single teacher, and you could click on one of them and it gives you their phone number, and you could click on their email address as a way to quickly email them. That's what the directory does. Quick links is some links to outside websites, like there's Infinite Campus, there's the athletics website, etc. Documents, if you are looking for things like the iPad home agreement and other documents that the school sends out, they'll be here. You can open them up, you could save them to your Google Drive, you could take it home and print it on your printer at home or whatever. That's what the documents is. You don't have the ability to put documents in there. The bell schedule is, guess what? The bell schedule. And there you go. I know it was shocking that the bell schedule was the bell schedule, but it is the bell schedule. Forms, don't worry about right now because we haven't started using that. Map is a map of, well, it starts off at Columbine Middle School, but if you hit locations, it actually has other places, and I need to modify this a little bit because I need to add some more, and I accidentally put 2 Columbine Middle Schools in there. But basically, you could click on a location and it'll show you where that is and give you instructions. So since your parents are also going to be in this app, this is good for them because if you have a basketball game at, up in Gunnison or something like that, they'll be able to go and see where it is and figure out how to get there. Anytime you see three lines, like in the upper right-hand corner, that means there's a menu. So I'm going to navigate from here back to home. There we go. The website takes you to the Columbine website. I'm going to scroll over. My ID, you'll have to find yourself in there. It's going to actually have you look up your name, and then once you find yourself, you'll get an ID that kind of looks like this. I'm using Kendall Taylor here as an example. Eventually, your picture would be there as well. Where are we? Hall Pass I'll go over later on. Safe to Tell, links to the Safe to Tell website. My Alerts. Here's where you can make sure to toggle on and off various things like enabling push notifications. If you're tired of getting things on your iPad whenever we update the Columbine Facebook page, you could turn that off like so. Or if you don't want to get the weekly alerts, etc., etc. You cannot change general news. No matter how much you push that little button right there, it is not going to change. So don't even try. Where are we? I'm losing my mind here. Language. Language lets you change the language of this app to any of these. Look at this. There's a lot of languages. You could have it in Urdu, whatever that is. You could have it on Swahili. It will change the language in the app to Swahili or whatever. It will not change the language of like documents and stuff that I put up there or your teachers put up there. Share our app. Just let you share it like that. Admin login, you can't do that. Haha. Planner, I'll go over that later on. My profile. So in my profile, you have basically your first and last name and, as you can see, your initials. It'll show you your email address. This is also where you would log out from the app. And that, I believe, is everything. That was a lovely quick tour. So stay tuned because we're going to go into a few of these things in more depth, like how to get yourself a hall pass. So stay tuned. Earlier I mentioned that you could go into My Alerts and change the settings for whether you want to get notifications from weekly events and stuff like that. There's also another place that you have to go to make sure that those notifications are working. So you have to get out of the app and go into Settings. And then on the left-hand side, you have to find the Planner app. So you got to scroll down a ways. There it is. So when I click on the Planner app, you can see it gives me four things. In notifications, I'm going to click on that. You need to make sure that Allow Notifications is turned on. And then you can change your banner style or whatever you want. But you have to make sure that you are allowing notifications for the app notifications to actually work. So take care of that right now, and then we're going to move on and look at some other stuff. Now we're going to check out the planner. The planner is basically a place where you can organize your life. You can put in assignments that are due, projects that are upcoming, tests that are upcoming. You can even put in if you have a dentist appointment or something like that. So I'm going to click on Planner. And here we go. You can see I've already added some stuff just so that it kind of looks like it might look when you actually have it going. So on the bottom it says View and My Classes. View is just a way to toggle between a calendar and a list view. I'm in list view right now. My Classes is so that you can set up your classes. Now anything you do in here, nobody else can see. This does not connect to anything teachers set up for you or other kids or anything like that. This is literally your personal planner. So if I was going to set up a class, I would hit plus. And then you have to give the class a name. So PE. Maybe you have it, I don't know, 7th hour. And you have it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You can even toggle the time that it meets. 7th hour is at like, what, 2:45 or so? There we go. So I have my class set up and I'll hit save. So see, I have two classes there. I'm going to hit back. So now I'm going to add an assignment. Again, I'll hit the plus. So in adding an assignment, you can have homework a project, a test, or something else. Like I said, you could record that you have a dentist appointment if you wanted to. So let's just call this homework, and it's due November 22nd over break. That'll be fun. You can toggle whether you want a reminder, so I'll put that there. You have to give it a name. Run a lot. I hear running's good for you. I wouldn't know, I've never done it myself, but I hear running's good for you. So I'm going to hit save. Since I scheduled a reminder, since I toggled the thing that says remind me, I have to say when I want this reminder to happen. So we'll just go with the default here. I'll hit OK. And there we go. So now I've got another assignment in there with a reminder occurring about the day before to remind me that I need to go run. So that's your planner. You can fill this up as much or as little as you want. I would suggest that you use this as needed, because the whole idea of this planner, more than anything else, is that you guys have a way to organize your lives and hopefully not miss out on doing assignments and stuff because you just forgot. So take a little bit of time. We're going to pause the video. I'd like you to take a little time and maybe set up some of your classes, put in an assignment, make sure you know how to use this part of the planner app. Now we're going to talk about how to sign up to get alerts from teachers for their various classes. Or this could be for sports teams or clubs or anything else you're involved in here at Columbine. So this is separate from your planner and anything you created in there. But basically the way it works is you're going to go to My Alerts. And then notice that there's Site Alerts at the bottom, but there's also Personal. So if we click on Personal, now what I can do is I can go through and turn on alerts to anything that I want to get alerts for. So what I suggest you do here is find your classes or your sports teams or whatever you're involved in and turn on those alerts. So for instance, if I have Ms. Dysig third hour, I would turn that on. And now if Ms. Dysig sends out anything, if she sends out a reminder that we have a test on Friday or something like that, I will get that alert. See, and you can turn on and off as many as you want. So now I have Miss Maddox's first hour alerts. So if you do that, then what happens is when they send out an alert, you get a alert that shows up in My Alerts, or excuse me, not My Alerts. You get an alert that'll show up in your news. Okay? So just like I see a Happy Thanksgiving right there, I would see, right above it or below it, depending on when it came in, I would see something from Miss Maddox or Miss Berry or whoever. So take a second and go find the classes that you need to and turn on those alerts. Now let's talk about the Hall Pass feature. In this digital planner app, you can use it as a Hall Pass. And the way it works is you would click on Hall Pass, which takes you to this screen. So let's say you're sitting in my class and you need to go to the bathroom. What you would do is you would fill this out and then you would bring it up to me, and then I would let you go or not let you go depending on, my reasons. So here you go. Here's how you fill it out. So it says issued by, and then you have to select a teacher. So you would select me, and then the reason. So you would select reason, and see there's some pre-filled in reasons. So in this case it's restroom, or you could put other reason right there below if there was some other reason. And then notice it says valid for so many minutes. As a teacher, I have the option to put in there that you can only be gone for 10 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever, in which case once you have the pass, then it would start doing a countdown. So we'll just say it's valid for 5 minutes, and then you would hit issue. So at this point, you would bring it up to me as your teacher, and I would have to put in my PIN to approve that you are indeed allowed to go to the bathroom. And there we go. So notice, see, now we have this pass. You can see your countdown going on, and there you are. You get to go to the restroom, etc., etc., etc. So then when you're finished and you get back in, you'd click check in. This ends the hall pass, and that's all she wrote. You might also get a hall pass issued to you by somebody. So for instance, maybe the secretaries in the office need to have you come down to pick up something. In that case, what'll happen is you'll get an alert, so you'll hear your little alert message on your iPad, and then you'll see it come across the screen. I took a screenshot of what it looks like here. So I sent out a pass to Kendall's iPad here. So it says Columbine Middle School, hall pass issued, come get your new iPad. And if she were to go into the planner and go to hall pass, you can see the pass is already there and it's counting down because I originally set it for 15 minutes. So at that point, if you were Kendall, you would go up to your teacher and you would say, hey, I need to go to the library. Mr. Perforce is calling me down. And then your teacher would let you go. And then when you got to the library, I would check you in by pushing check in and picking my name and then putting in my PIN. And so now, sadly, our time together has come to an end. But if you have any questions on the planner app or if something's not working, feel free to come see me. I'll either be in this room right behind me or probably in the library. So anyways, have fun with the app and I'll talk to you later.